Mr. Speaker, the NDP budget is it's an alarming departure from the fiscal responsibility that Albertans have to display in their lives every day. 6 months ago, this government legislated a 15% GDP ratio, which is a huge concern in and of itself, but now it has no ceiling whatsoever, and there's no timeline or even an intention to ever pay it back. Last month, Calgary-Lougheed constituents urged you to control spending. So the Finance Minister, why have you ignored this advice from Albertans clear across Alberta who simply want you to treat their hard-earned tax dollars with respect?
Yes. Hear, hear.
Oops.
Minister of Finance.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Of course, this side of the House treats every tax dollar with respect. And the 15% debt to GDP limit that we have removed from the Fiscal Planning and Transparency Act, it's been removed to provide flexibility required to deal with the current economic situations. And unless they haven't noticed on the other side of the House, we're in 2 years of recession. It's the worst turn down this province has felt in a generation. So we're dealing with that. This side of the House over here wasn't able to balance the budget with $105.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. First supplemental.
With great respect, I'm not sure if either party over here knew that I was talking about everyday Albertans. Now, given that the finding efficiencies and savings in a $51 billion budget is something the NDP simply did not care to do in this budget, which Albertans are calling many things, including irresponsible, unconscionable, and I dare say much worse, and given that Albertans directed their government to be fiscally responsible by controlling spending and investing strategically to the minister. Before the budget in our engaged document, our PC caucus offered you a $4 billion challenge. Why did you ignore this? Not just this, but the advice of Albertans clear across this province who are now forced to pay...
Thank you, Honourable Member. Is there... Honourable Member.
Oh.
Honourable Member, when I stand, please sit. Sir, excuse me. Minister of Finance.
You know, the number of people who have come forward to say they validate and are supportive of this budget are significant. The Alberta Construction Association, Ken Gibson, said, "We applaud the number of measures in Budget 2016." And he goes on to talk about a number of things that will put Albertans back to work and assist those very Albertans that you're talking about. The University of Lethbridge, President Mike Mahan, it says Destination Project will make it possible for the government of Alberta to transform the University of Lethbridge. So there are validators for post-secondary, for business, for jobs, for...
Thank you, Honourable Minister of Finance. Second supplemental.
Murray Edwards.
We agree with infrastructure spending. We just would like to see a plan to pay it back. And given that the NDP's fiscal left turn was so alarming that our hard-earned provincial credit rating was downgraded yet again, and this increases the burden on taxpayers by untold billions of dollars, and given that our municipal governments will face higher interest rates as a result of this, which they have no choice but to pass on to the same Albertans, which is an unmistakable message that the NDP is taking Alberta in the wrong financial direction. Minister, can you give Albertans one good reason why you think this is a good idea in any way for any Albertans?
Minister of Finance.
Thank you very much. I think the reason is that there won't be long hospital wait lines. There won't be crowded schools. There won't be an absence of affordable housing throughout this province. Those are the things that we provide the services to Albertans, and we're going to keep doing it.